Good morning, class. Today we're going to talk about vitamins and minerals. The objective for today is students will identify the main types of vitamins and minerals their bodies need. Now for your warm-up, name as many vitamins and minerals as you know and write them down. Do this without using Google. Go ahead and pause the video and complete your warm-up. Now let's begin with vitamins. Vitamins are nutrients made by living things. Vitamins do not directly provide you with energy the way that calories from food do. Vitamins are supplied in the food you eat, however, they just are not meant to provide you with energy specifically. Now, there are two types of vitamins. We have fat-soluble vitamins, and then we also have water-soluble vitamins. Now, all vitamins are required in only small amounts to assist in the chemical reactions in the body. So, rather than serving as energy that your body needs to function, vitamins only really are needed to help assist in a lot of the chemical reactions your body goes through. Now first, let's discuss fat-soluble vitamins. Now when it comes to these, they are mostly found in vegetable oils, liver, eggs, and other certain vegetables. Fats in your diet absorb these fat-soluble vitamins and basically store them in your body for later use. That is the reason why they are referred to as fat-soluble. That means that fats can absorb them and then store them for later use. Now, some products, however, use indigestible fats, and those are the ones you want to do your best to stay away from. Indigestible fats basically prevent the absorption of vitamins. So make sure that you stay away from these products as much as possible. Indigestible fats, I want you to think about it almost like a brick wall. Okay, if you are eating indigestible fats, they come in between the fat in your body and these fat soluble vitamins and do not allow the fat soluble vitamins to be stored. Okay, as a result of that, your body it becomes deficient in some of these fat soluble vitamins. Here's a couple of the fat soluble vitamins that you may have heard of. We got vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin K. Here you can go ahead and if you'd like to pause, you could take a look at the sources in which you can get each of these vitamins and then basically the function that they serve within your body. Now let's talk about water-soluble vitamins. Now, water-soluble vitamins are different, okay? These are found in fruits, vegetables, and other sources. Now, the way that they are different from fat-soluble vitamins is that since they cannot be stored by your body, because like most water within your body, we quickly go through and recycle a lot of water throughout our day as we drink, as we sweat, and as we go about our day. So because of that reason, these water-soluble vitamins cannot be stored for later use. That's why it's very important that you eat as many foods each day that contain these water-soluble vitamins, because otherwise you would not be able to get these water-soluble vitamins that are needed. Here's the list of some of the water-soluble vitamins that you may or may not have heard of. And again, you can go ahead and pause this video to read the sources in which you get these from, as well as the main functions they serve. Now for your first quick write, what is the problem with water-soluble vitamins? Go ahead and pause this video to answer the question and then continue on after you have finished. Now let's talk about antioxidants. Okay, antioxidants are basically vitamins. Now they protect the healthy cells in your body from damage. And the damage we talk about is just mostly damage as a result of aging. So as we get older, our cells also age. And as they age, they tend to get damaged. But with the help of antioxidants, we are able to keep some of those cells healthy by preventing as much as we can their aging and then them damaging. Now, antioxidants also help protect from certain types of cancer. Now, vitamin E and C are the most powerful antioxidants that our body needs. Now let's shift over and talk about minerals. Minerals, there are 24 different kinds of them. All of these are essential for good health. 7 of those minerals are needed in very significant amounts. That includes calcium, sodium, potassium, magnesium, and phosphorus. We also have chlorine and sulfur, believe it or not. Now let's talk about calcium. Now the main reason why calcium is important is because it is good for blood clotting. Whenever any individual gets cut and they start to bleed, it is important to have good blood clotting so that the individual does not overbleed. Overbleeding can lead to serious physical effects, and potentially, depending on the severity of the injury, could lead to death if there is not enough blood clotting. Calcium is also important for the functioning of your nerves and within your nervous system. And like we mostly learned growing up, calcium is good for bones and teeth. However, the lack of calcium within your body can potentially lead to osteoporosis. This basically causes bones to become weakened. And if you take a look over here on the right-hand side, on the top you see a zoomed in view of a normal bone, and then on the bottom you see a bone that has osteoporosis. And they're essentially weakened simply because of the lack of calcium. Okay. And the normal bone, you can see, has a lot more mass in between as opposed to the osteoporosis bone. And the less mass there is within the bones, or the more weakened they are, the more likely they are to break. Now for your quick right number 2, please name the 7 minerals your body needs the most. Go ahead and click pause and then continue once you are finished. Now let's talk about potassium. Potassium is good because it helps maintain the water balance within your body. As I said earlier when we talked about water-soluble vitamins, your body consists of a large percentage of water. Okay? You need water for pretty much every single function within your body. And as the day progresses, your body uses that water. And obviously, we've heard of the term dehydration. Basically, in order to continue having good levels of water within our body, we need to make sure that we are drinking water throughout the entire day. Potassium helps maintain that water balance within the body so that we don't dehydrate at quicker rates. It also helps with lowering the blood pressure. Now, another mineral that we need is sodium. Okay, sodium is, you can pretty much equate it to salt. Okay, sodium is important in the functioning of the heart and water balance. However, you got to be very careful with sodium because too much of it can cause problems with blood pressure. Okay. Another important mineral that we need is iron. Iron is essentially important because it helps keep healthy red blood cells. It helps also within the function of building some muscle mass. Now, the downside to being insufficient in terms of your iron levels is that it can cause an illness that we refer to as anemia. Anemia basically causes the red blood cells to not have hemoglobin. Okay, and not having hemoglobin in your red blood cells can cause you to be more tired, more weak, and can affect your immune system, causing you to get sick a lot easier. Here's a list of the 7 minerals that are important, as well as a few others that your body needs. Feel free to go ahead and pause so you can take a look at the sources of these, and then also basically their main function. Now for your closure, please go ahead and tell me, what are the 2 types of vitamins? You can use this sentence starter here to help you. Then make sure that you explain to me, what are the 2 most powerful antioxidants? Again, feel free to use this sentence starter. Once you are finished, make sure that you click turn in on these notes.